Alright. Oh yeah, I gotta set up the whole everything. You know, as you do. Oh. Hey! New quests. That's good. I am very, very tired. That's okay. We shall survive. I will not be overcome by the sleepy. I will be overcome by the sleepy. We all know this. There's no way around it. My game of Bloons Tower Defense that I'm running in the background is lagging so bad right now. Ah, well. Let's make our blue sky post. Ah, my phone is not charging. Why? Why? And we are in game. That took next to no time at all, I will say. The one very nice thing about 2v8, at least on the Survivor side, is it takes like 0 seconds to get into a match. Like, I do appreciate that. That is nice. God, I don't think there's any place for me to be able to put down planes for a flying Paragon. I wanted to end my balloons match before I started playing Dead by Daylight, but I've gone on, like, over 200 rounds, and I'm just like, well, I'm not gonna wait any longer. So I guess it can run in the background. And I have a fog vial. Very, very useful. Especially, you know, actually it might not be that bad in certain parts of this map where you can kind of duck out of the way. I could see it being nice. Oh my god, she has like a cat backpack. I love it. That's actually adorable. Oh, we got a Wesker. That's nice. Who's the other killer? Well, I guess we don't know yet. Does it work in 2v8 to see what killer? Oh, Ghostface. Okay. Well, that's fine. I was really concerned that this man was not going to be on our side and that he would be on, like, the other exit. Hey, Leon! We were in an area that no one ever goes to, so I don't know why we're running here. To me, this location for healing seems like a mistake, but hey. You know, you do you, my friend. You know, like, I'll try my best to help you, but at the end of the day, there's only so much that I can do. Okay. Yeah, I need to go for all these people, I'm sorry. Like, even though I am the guide, no one else is going for them, so Leon, come on. There's 2 other people down here. Don't be selfish. Oh, you're healing yourself. Okay, that's fine. Come on, guys. We're all here. Hop in. Cover up our auras. I think that works for covering auras, at least. What the fog vial does is honestly a bit unclear to me. Oh, jeez. Hmm. Good job hitting me on that, air. Oh shit, he has 3 rushes. We gotta be careful. Yeah, like, seriously, look at that. That's ridiculous. And he recovers faster, too. That is obscene. Oh my god, I've loaded back into my balloons match. It is possibly 2 frames per second. Oh no. That's no good. Ted from GameStop. Who's Ted? I know a Fred D. Fazbear. He's on my shirt. I really should go for this. I should just swap to the healer class. I feel like I'm always healing. In 2v8, I do feel like that is what I end up doing the most, is healing. Thank God for that splort.ogg. My goat. Well, not much I can do there to counteract that ghost face. Alright. Still on me, but I am hindered now, so that stinks. Unfortunately, my friend, I am going to have to use some of the, honest to God, like, honestly, I might just keep running here. Oh, please tell me you left. Thank you. Yeah, this pallet is like one of the worst pallets in the game. There's like there's no survivability there. TBH. Oh, hey, blue. I'll take this blue. I might as well. I'm here. Well, there goes that man. I'll getcha. Why did you end up here when you were, like, injured and downed literally right there? That seems stupid to me. Are you kidding me? Like, I swear, I can't touch a gen for more than 2 seconds. Okay, y'all got each other. That's good. We need to finish these damn gens. Oh wait, shit. Hold on. You. You need that. Oh god. He's here. Get dicked, idiot. Oh, right. Yeah, right. Every base get nowhere to hide. Right. Why? I just want to do Jen. Alright, unfortunately, I'm about to make this area into a dead zone. Unless we do not have... We have nothing but runners left. God damn it. Okay. Okay, that sucks. They let our one guide die. That's good. I'm glad. Or scout, not guide. I'm a guide. Do we even have a medic? We do. They're dying. Alright. Oh, they're not going for the person who... Okay, all three of you see each other, right? So you know that one of you has to go for the unhook, right? You have the brain power to understand that, correct? You realize that, like, there's 5 of us, 2 of us are hooked, and 3 of you are together, right? Okay. What one person understood, that's good. Okay, the Rebecca understood, not the Steve and the Ada. They didn't understand jack shit. Alright. Well, I have a feeling we could have won this one, but yeah, I don't think it's happening anymore. Yeah. Well, nothing we can do about that. We just gotta live. Well, it's definitely a loss, though. We're not coming back from this one. I'm not being saved, and neither is that girl. Oh well. I wish the relocate button feature was like an actual thing that they implemented. Guys, we're not winning at this point. Just you two should go for hatch. Girl, I'm gonna be honest, like, this is not... The idea here is not correct. You're absolutely and utterly cooked. We're not living. Why? Well... Ah, well. There is literally no way in hell I make it over to that. The good news for me is that no one ever knows that this room's a thing. Well, spoke too soon. Get fucked, idiot. Ha! Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Got him! Ooh. Owned. Owned. Fucking got you. The blast mine. Like how half your arm doesn't even exist with this hoodie. Listen, it was not my intention. I looked up Legos online to make a Lego background. And my brain often forgets that green screens have a function where they remove green. Hi, Ghostface. Oh, so you can't recover off the ground like this. That's... But why, though? What? What was the point in that? Okay, well... That's fine. Open 5 chests. Well, I can do that. Oh god, my balloons match is in fact still going. And it is maybe 2 frames per second if we're being generous. Oh my dear lord. I can't... I was like, you know what? I think I have enough for the wizard paragon now. Let me put that down. And it's taking like, oh, I don't have enough for wizard paragon. God damn, wizard paragon costs some money. It is taking me forever to just upgrade, like press the upgrade button. That's incredible. Well, I don't know why Bloons Tower Defense doesn't run quickly. You would think it would run fairly flawlessly. No. Every update with every new tower, it gets worse and worse, I swear. Probably the amount of shit. Oh yeah, it's very similar to like an NES game where there's too many sprites existing on screen, so everything starts flickering. Or I guess Game Boy is more appropriate for our channel because, you know, that's what I do. And let me tell you something about those Game Boy games. Them bitches love flickering and slowdown more than anything else. So, Chucky Wesker, alright. Chucky Nemesis, alright. Fuck off. This bro doesn't know how to use his noodle arm yet. Uh-oh. He knows how to use the big fucking fist, though. Oh, hi, zombie. Why does Nemesis sprint with so much confidence? I mean... You know, he's allowed to enjoy himself. I don't know. Like, maybe he did track in college. You know, is that a problem? Personally, my question about Nemesis is why the fuck did they remake him and make him look like that? Can Nemesis play poker? No, he can only cheat at poker. And, like, his form of cheating at poker is, like, killing people with hammers. Or I guess fists and tentacles. Ah, he would use a hammer now that I think about it. They give him a rocket launcher. I'm sure he'd use a hammer if given the opportunity. Wesker can probably play poker, but it would make it weird after a while. Wesker is the dude at the table who recommends playing strip poker. And, like, he's not even doing this with, like, a full table of women. He's doing this with just, like, every poker table he plays with. This is actually where all the money for Umbrella comes from. It comes directly from Wesker's poker winnings. That's canon now. If you lose, you gotta inject the T-virus. Honestly, not the worst poker loss condition. I can't walk through these chairs. My legs are too thick. How many of those one games are forfeits, though? I don't know. I don't play poker with Wesker. He's not a real person, and he's dead. I should start describing many people like that, even if they were real. It's like, he's not a real person, and he's dead. Just in spite of the fact it's like, they were a real person, and they are still alive. Oh, you're in the ground, so I can't see you. If Wesker was real, we probably wouldn't know. Yeah, that tracks. There's probably hundreds of dudes, maybe not hundreds, like there's probably like 20s of dudes exactly like Wesker out there. Like, oh my god, all the zombies are on to me. Literally, I've got 2 zombies on me, that's crazy. And I'm being chased by Chucky. I think I'm threatened the most by the zombies. Well, I guess I can't touch generators. I'll just wait for my timer to reset and then I'll heal myself. Let's hope that was enough. Ooh, green toolbox. Hey, girly pop, let me get you. There is a nemesis right over there. I'm just gonna do that. Didn't they have to throw Wesker in a volcano to kill him? Yeah, and I am 100% sure that man is still alive. The fact is, they 100% kill. They regret killing off Wesker. I genuinely believe that they're going to bring that man back through some bullshit. Not even like the clone that they already have, but like they're going to bring that man back. You're telling me that the ultimate life form was killed by being plunged into a volcano. What is this, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Dear Lord. This Bloons Tower Defense game is crazy. I've tabbed back into it. This ain't so good. I really do kind of just want it to, like, end, because it's probably, like, hurting the characters in the game. Okay, I'll move myself over here. Like, I think my balloons like, monkeys are suffering. This isn't right. Bloons weird route. Every game has a weird route. That's what people don't want you to know. Oh. Bill! Every game has a weird route. Oh my god. Where the Toby just got to make a Toho OC in Chapter 5. Of course they're OCs. He made all the characters. Oh my god. I swear, I run from one killer directly into the other. And if it's not the killer, there are 50,000 zombies on my location at all times that I cannot deal with. Because there are no pallets left, and no one is using the ability to rebuild pallets. In fact, we have none of the class that rebuilds pallets. Oh, fuck. Gaster is really currently in your fridge stealing your groceries. Well, that's fucked up of him. I wish he wouldn't do that. Fucking kidding me, dude. Actually, fuck off. Yeah, that's a... Oh my god, What did it through the fucking gen? Okay. That motherfucker genuinely tapped me through the gen. Alright. Where's the gate that's open? Where's the gate that's open? Please tell me that one's almost open. Yes! Yes! I'm out. We made it out. We've survived. Post where it's just Toby saying, yeah, when I'm making Aqua, I just drew pretty much what is pretty much Toho character. Ah! He also mentioned that he had to redesign Seth because they were just Amethyst from Steven Universe. And, like, one of their friends took a look at the design and they were like, hey, hold on a second, friend. You've created Steven Universe again. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, everything's fine. Bloons is actually, like, destroying my computer now. Stop this. You're a monster. And even after 200 plus rounds, I still have not gotten all the XP I need for all the stages of Skywarden. Thank God. I love grinding. Hate when I accidentally commit copyright infringement. True! I love grinding. I especially love grinding in Bloons Tower Defense, where you have to fucking, like, genuinely, like, grind, like, multiple, like, several hundred round matches, in order to unlock a character in the first place, and then you have to grind several hundred plus round matches to get all of their upgrades. It's so sick. Especially because if you go into those higher rounds, those units become less and less effective because you have less upgrades. Balloons genuinely lagged the stream. Skill issue. Oh, god damn it, it's my biggest enemy. Fucking hate this dude. Well, to think Undertale was Toby's practice round. Undertale was there for Toby to acquire funding to make his insane dream into reality. And I respect that. Imagine making one of the greatest games of all time and having it exist solely to be a precursor to your real vision. I guess that's pretty much just The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings, ain't it? Now that I think about it. Except I think Undertale and Deltarune are better. You have to get funding for Undertale, that way you get funding for Deltarune. True. They actually invented Fangamer for the express purpose of funding Deltarune. It sucks being someone who does love Deltarune very much, but is also very much bad at video games, because it's just like, damn, I'm not good enough. These old, feeble bones are incapable of doing combat properly. Move. I will heal, I just need you to unhook, please. To be fair, The Hobbit existed as a bedtime story for Tolkien's offspring, which he eventually decided to publish. Ah, but here's the thing. It is through those dreams, through those stories, that were told at bedtime that inspired the dreams that would become Deltarune the whole time. Dad into the... Oh yeah, I know he worked on Homestuck. It's why, like, there are 4 official versions of Megalovania. There is, the original Earthbound Halloween hack, and then there's Homestuck, and then there is Undertale, and then there's Smash Bros. Ultimate. Like, not only did Toby Fox work on Homestuck, he lived with Andrew Hussey in the process of making Homestuck. And that was during the time that he had the dream that became Undertale and Deltarune. Like, there was something in the water at that house. And they were also... same town that Germa lives in, if I remember correctly. There is genuinely something in that town that's evil. It's like fucking, what's that one haunted town I'm thinking of? Fucking, like... Is it the one from Alan Wake? Oh, it's fucking Chucky, thank God. What What did I do wrong, dude? I just... Nah. Ball knower? I didn't know that. If anyone knows balls, it's me. Well. Ah, well. I can just pick myself up and go over to the gate now. Town, send me, and everyone's voice. Well, unfortunately, I am now over here. So they cannot kill me. I don't think Guilty Gear has any relation to Undertale. But, you know, I'm not a scientist. I say I'm not a scientist. And I remember the royal scientist W.D. Gaster. Shadow across time and space. We should go get that guy. Boyo, just stay right here with us. We'll heal you right up in no time. I think Gaster had student loans? Probably not. He probably got paid off to not yap about the fact that Asgore was killing children. They were in an American cave after all. Is that confirmed? Is that real? Do we know that? I mean, I guess like the thing with Undertale and Deltarune is that like the above ground portions that are featured, it really could just be like in everywhere like America, I suppose. Like, that does make sense. It's not unreasonable by any stretch of the imagination. Or if I remember correctly, Deltarune is at least based a bit off of Toby's hometown. Damn, that's kind of fucked up. Bro was living in Silent Hill, apparently. Oh no, the pipes, they're screaming again. Oh well. Welcome back, our favorite guest on the channel, the screaming pipes in my house. The Dead King... Dustin, Lucas, Will, Mike. Will Mike do what? Why? Why? What? Why is it so descriptive? Why is it so descriptive? God. What? Dead kids thing was a public knowledge to my understanding in Undertale. Why are we adding Devil May Cry combo adjectives? Not the fucking Devil May Cry adjectives! No, no. Oh god, it's no longer tracking. I'm no longer being tracked. The camera no longer knows where I am. It's lost. It's lost in the House of Mirrors. What I was going to say was, what if the reason that the dead kids thing isn't cared that much in the underground is because of the cave is in Hurricane, Utah, and before being banished, all these people went to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. They're just like, oh, more dead kids, alright. Guess no matter where we go. You know, I should submit that to Game Theory. Make the first ever good Game Theory video since they changed hosts. To be fair, the fucked up evil mountain you don't return from was also known before. Was that its, like, official name, or... I mean, because... That is, like, an actual thing. That, like, people will name, like, areas straight up I believe it's, like... There is a mountain called the Decapitated Men Mountain. Because, early American settlers, when they went to the mountain, what they found was a horde of dead bodies, all missing their heads. And they're like, well, welcome to our new town. The Mountain of Beheaded Men. His name is Mount Ebbett, but that's what happens. Why? I really wish they would add more killers to 2v8. That way I didn't have to deal with killers that I don't like. Namely, Spirit and Oni and Ghostface and Chucky. I would appreciate seeing things that are not those. I'm not a fan of them. Damn, I used slightly more than half my medkit so I don't get 2 heals out of it. Fucked up. Can't forget Plague, that's just because it makes you physically ill. Luckily, she's not in this mode. I will take that as my one win. I don't have to fight Plague. Yay! I don't have to take off my headphones in order to play the game. Also, I said it before with the game theory thing. I don't want to be mean. However, the comment I'm about to make is quite mean. And that is, the fact that modern game theory very much has the vibes of those early, like, the early, like, popular YouTube channels that got bought out and, like, sold, because, you know, the early YouTubers were, like, kids who were like, oh my god, this is more money than I'll ever make in my entire life. So now you have shit like the Fred channel and stuff that are just populated by random people because it got bought out by some corporation. That's what modern game theory feels like. That is the best way to describe it, frankly. Like, I cannot lie. It's literally what happened with game theory. Yeah, pretty much. Like, I don't want to be mean, and I feel like, you know, the hosts, they aren't, like, bad people or anything. I just don't think they're very good at being hosts. Or being writers. Or presenters. I stopped paying attention to the game theory around the time they let go of Austin Oregon. I don't remember Austin. Can you fill me in on that one? Oh, this... I remember that. Right. Yeah, and that's the weird thing, because that's originally, like, kind of what the channel was before it became more of a lore-centric thing. That was, like, the genuine, like, original thought process of making theories around, like, the actual science and math behind things, like, you know, the one that always comes to mind is, like, the Fallout New Vegas, could you have survived being shot in the head at the start of the game? And the answer was, well, we did a whole bunch of testing, you probably would be able to survive one shot, and that's good. However, you get shot twice at the start of Fallout New Vegas, which means that you are dead as hell. Like, none of this mattered. It was basically, like... It was counterpoint built different, this is true. It was basically like math and science lessons through the lens of a video game, like, background, which was, like, very cool, like, as a kid, because you end up... oh my god, that girl hit me through Bluetooth. Alright, I thought it was cool as a kid, because, like, I was learning stuff and, like, concepts and different stories through those, like, episodes when I was, like, I don't know, like, probably, like, 10 to 12, maybe? And I thought that was really cool. And... so, like, how strong would Mario's legs have to be to jump that high? Yep. How strong you would have to be to actually punch bricks? Yeah. Like, that is, like, an actual really cool thing to do. And I do very much enjoy, because I am an English major, in heart and soul, like, I will always love, like, because I love literary analysis, I will always love shit like lore analysis and, like, intricate and interesting, like, stories and stuff like that. But, like, I feel like a lot of modern theory is essentially just, like, bait. It's just, like, it's deliberately vague in order to inspire speculation as opposed to having a story that is being told in an interesting and unique way. Oh god, there's a wall there. It's part of the reason why I really like the way that Deltarune is telling its story, where you have good reason to not know everything, and you can make assumptions and inferences from it, and you're like, oh, this, like, makes sense, but there's parts that, like, aren't explained currently. And I really like that. I think that is a very interesting and cool way to do it. Okay. That or sensationalized gacha content. This is true. Damn. Issue is he wasn't paying attention half the time. He was paying attention for a good chunk of it. It just so happened that, you know, as soon as it went from a small group of people, primarily led by himself, to we need to make this into a content farm that is full of people, the quality immediately drops off, because now you have a whole bunch of people that don't know everything. No, it's a FNAF strategy. Throw puzzle pieces at the audience, see what they do with it, and instantly say they're wrong. The Abrams strategy, yeah. The thing is, it's like, the whole magic box style of writing, there is a reason why it tends to work, especially for long-running shows and things. Like, there's a reason why it works in, like, Lost. It doesn't work in things like Star Wars, which is where it really fucked up. Frankly. And I think FNAF really fails at the magic box theory of writing, because it doesn't drip feed you answers and it doesn't give you any overarching answers. Like, even the answers that you do get, it's always like a side eye, essentially. It's always a situation where you're like, okay, is this 100% like, is this 100% what's happening in the story? We don't know. Especially because, you know, oh god, the fucking disaster of the behind the scenes for Security Breach. Listen, here's the thing. They just did the Vanny teaser for Security Breach 2. And everyone's saying, okay, it's probably going to be like Cassie after a time skip. Here's my take on it. Please, for the love of God, don't have it be Security Breach 2. Have it be Security Breach Take 2, where you actually fix the fucking story that you didn't tell the developers, and you were instead leading them fucking breadcrumbs in order to make the story themselves, and then they didn't get it right because your cryptic ass decided, you know what, I'm too important, I can't have anyone else know this. No. You've essentially fucked up forever in terms of, like, I used to very much care about FNAF and would contribute to theories and solving shit. The fact that Security Breach exists as this sort of black hole of continuity is just like, what the fuck am I supposed to take from this? What matters, like, from this? Is there anything that matters? Because you've essentially fucked it up so much by simply not telling your developers jack fucking shit that it's just permanently soiled. Like, what the hell I'm supposed to do? Hello, Blight. I got caught on walls. Me when I go to Jersey to look for Lauren the Freddy Fez bathroom. I could do that. I can't. I've already talked to my boys. We are 100% going to the Freddy Fazbear location. Not opening season, obviously, but I will see that shit later. Because I do not want to be there during, like, high traffic time, you know? I don't know how you fuck up Star Wars. You literally have to make shit. I cannot believe that they fucked up Star Wars not once, not twice, not thrice, but thrice. I didn't even make good toys out of the sequels in Mandalorian. Like, the best thing that we got out of modern Star Wars is, like, a worse version of the Naboo Starfighter. Why would you do that? The Naboo Starfighter looked sick, and now it's gray. Why would I want it to be gray? It's cool because it's yellow and chrome. Star Wars operates on the rule of cool, it just has to be cool. Yeah, and they fuck it up, which is incredible. I don't know how you do it. Fucking Christ. That hillbilly just curved his way across the whole ass map to kill her. God damn. He's still around here. Oh god. Activate Vape Cloud. the one cool thing that modern Star Wars has added is one of the things that people absolutely hate, which I think is absolutely awesome, which is the band of, like, teenagers on Tatooine that all have these really bright and colorful, like, speeder bikes. And everyone's like, oh, that's so stupid. Why would you have that on a place like Tatooine? And it's like, George Lucas is a car guy. That man would love that more than anything else in the world. Oh my, I need to make a shirt of that, the George Lucas longest car known to man tweet. God, I love that tweet so much. Holy shit. When I die, I'm gonna put it back on screen. Here's Darth Nihilus. He eats planets to survive. Yeah. Damn. Alright, let me, I love the fact I type George Lucas into the search bar, and the first thing I see is George Lucas longest car tweet. Thank you. My internet search history knows me too well at this point. Like poetry, it rhymes. Alternate timeline where autism vaccine was made. George Lucas driving the longest car you've ever seen through Harlem. The fuck y'all know about this? Starts playing Sing 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 so hard it makes black 9/11. It is genuinely, like, it's incomprehensible, but I see the picture. Like, I can envision it in my mind, and I have no clue what it means. I understand now why Gesafina is here. Because she's my friend. I also very much like your NASA tag. I like that. I'm pretty sure Gesapina found me talking about Xbox games on YouTube one day, and she has not left since. We need a set of 3 emotes, that way we can make the longest car. Hell yeah. That's so sick. I actually love that. It just reminds me, I think it's Scorpy from Wayne Radio, not Wayne Radio TV, God. Radio TV Solutions, sorry, my brain doesn't work right. Who has, I believe it's called 21 Savage Official Necklace, which is just like 3 emotes making like an incomprehensible jumble of an item. We need to do that for the longest car. I need to commission someone to draw George Lucas in the world's longest car. The issue is that car commissions would probably cost a lot of money because they're severely mechanical. Longest car by itself is such a funny phrase. It is! It's awesome! Girl, I literally have healed you halfway already. Don't be dramatic, Steven. Christ on a bike! If George has the longest car, who has the shortest car? J.J. Abrams. J.J. Abrams has the shortest car. Or Dave Filoni. One or the other. Mandalorian is good for like a season at least. This is true. I just think The Mandalorian was cursed because they accidentally hired the most racist woman alive to play the secondary lead, and then they had to like walk her back out of the story. Also, the Razor Crest is a cool-looking vehicle. That's the thing about Star Wars. The most important things you gotta get. You gotta have cool vehicles, you gotta have good aliens, and you gotta have good action. And unfortunately, that's where a lot of Star Wars projects in recent times have fallen apart. And that's the fact that you look at the sequels, and the action in that is, like, choreographed like nothing. It's like, it's their first take, and it's their first day on set, and they're swinging wiffle ball bats at each other. And not even, like, with power and authority, like an angry child would. Like, they're just, like, they're afraid of harming their friends with this wiffle ball bat, so they're like doing it for attention more than anything else. If your Star Wars project don't got a good vehicle in it, then you're fucked from the start. Can you think of a single good-looking vehicle from the sequels? No. Like, think of a single vehicle from the sequels. It's like, maybe, like, you got, like, Kylo Ren's, like, weird, fucked up shuttle. And that's it. That's all you got. That's all she wrote. They got nothing else. Also, camp. Embrace the camp. Yes! The camp is incredibly important to, like, the charm of Star Wars, you know? Like, it is literally what Star Wars is at its core is a culmination of a bunch of different movies that George Lucas likes. It's a Western set in space with a typical fantasy rescue the princess plot that also focuses on custom car mods. That is what Star Wars is at the end of the day. It is a Western samurai movie that takes place in space with wizards that save the princess, and they drive a cool fucking car. Star Wars is campy and beat up sci-fi tech you bought at the garage. Yes! The most important thing about the Star Wars vehicles, especially on, like, the Rebel side, is the fact that it looks jank as hell. Because it, just through design, you can get so much storytelling out of it. It's like, the Rebels, all of their gear is, like, so cobbled together, it doesn't, like, super match well or anything. It's, like, all the markings are hand-painted, and it's showing, like, oh, this is, like, a true resistance, they're making do with what they got. Meanwhile, the Empire has all of the money, it has all the assets, everything is clean and monochromatic, and it has, like, very clear, like aesthetic design that layers all the way through it. And that is, like, exactly perfect. It just instant visual storytelling right there. It works so well. And then everything in the Star Wars sequels looks the same. You need 90% camp and then at least one classical actor taking the plot entirely seriously and giving a full performance. Yes, Star Wars movies are essentially have to be Muppet movies, but everyone is human. It's like, everyone on the set of Star Wars is like, you know, they're doing their best because it's their first movie they've ever done. And then you have, like, the grizzled old actors who, like, do not give a shit, but are going to put in the best performance of their life. True, Yoda is in fact a Muppet. I always forget that, like, Yoda and Freddy Fazbear are technically Muppets. Like, that is true. They do belong to that family. They're in the same phylum. The same class of animal species. Kingdom. I think phylum is the right word. You could very easily put, like, a Skeksis into Star Wars, I think. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. My favorite Star Wars vehicles are the Ghost and the Millennium Falcon, because you can tell the years of history that those vehicles have just by how damaged and heavily modified they are. It's like, god damn, it's so good. Peter Cushing doing an absolutely fucking blast and regretting he died in the first movie. Yeah! And you have Alec Guinness not giving a shit and being great anyway. It is honest to god insane that in a movie that did not plan itself out, Alec Guinness is acting as if he knows the events of the other 5 movies. Like, it is genuinely incredible. The way that Ben Kenobi talks about Anakin in A New Hope is, like, genuinely, like, he is such a well-trained actor that even with, like, no information, no basis for what's going to happen, like, he sells that character so well of the pain and sorrow of losing Anakin. It's so great. God, I love Star Wars. One of my favorite videos on the internet, and I know it's probably overrated, but I like it anyway. It's an edit called Before the Dark Times, which is Obi-Wan, or Ben's speech to Luke about him and Anakin, intersected with parts of the prequels, and he is just like, god damn, like, it's so good. One of my favorite YouTube videos ever made. Just, like, goes to show the true, like, the true craft that they put into those movies, even if they weren't perfect. Doesn't even mention Christopher Lee in the prequels. Oh my god, like, Count Dooku is unironically, like, one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Like, they are so good. One of my favorite things is there's an interview with Christopher Lee when Star Wars Episode 2 was, like, before it was coming out. And he was like, I am so upset that I'm no longer in the physical condition to do all this myself, because this looks like so much fun. Dooku is in the movie for like 20 minutes and he steals the show every single time. Yep. Dooku is such a great character, and genuinely, like, I think the shows especially do a great job of showing all of, like, the pain and, like, why he became a Sith. And basically, he is very analogous to Anakin with what happened to him. and just, like, seeing the failures of the Jedi for years before, like, seeing, like, the boy he raised, essentially, die, and see that, you know, like, the Jedi were not listening to him, they weren't honoring him the way they should have. It's like, it's so damn good. And his signature look of superiority, this is true. And also the fact that he has only ever gotten 3 LEGO minifigures ever. From my understanding, the prequel villains are all meant to mirror Anakin. Huh. You know, yeah, that does track now that I think about it. You are right. That does 100% make sense. Never really fully considered that. It does make sense. It's like poetry, it rhymes, you're right! One of my favorite things about the prequels is genuinely, like, seeing the behind-the-scenes footage and seeing that, like, everyone working on it is, like, having the best time of their lives. They're all, like, joking around and having fun with each other. It's just like, damn. Damn. Nowadays, like, there's not a single Star Wars actor who wants to interact with each other. It's like... this shame. They know that shit's gonna make bank so they get to have antics. That's true. Oh my god, Sorry, I just realized that they somehow managed to fuck up a Star Wars movie whose lead is Pedro Pascal. Oh my god, what the... That's just sad. How do you fuck that up? Unfortunately, we didn't get a Christopher Lee and Liam Neeson fight. That's true. But I feel like, in the sense of the story, it wouldn't really make sense for them to have ever fought. Though I think, honestly, the one thing that the prequels do sorely lack is the interactions between characters that make you care more about them. Like, a lot of the good faith, a lot of my good faith from the prequels is, you know, supplemented by everything around it. Which, you know, that's not a bad thing. Like, having additional content raise up other parts of the series is a good thing. But, yeah. It's just, like, I wish, you know, we got more interaction, but, like, the interactions in the books between, like, you know, Anakin and Mace Windu were very important to understanding and appreciating their characters more. And then you have, like, between, like, Qui-Gon and Dooku. It's just, like... And hell, like, it's one of those things where you're just like, damn, really wish there was a bit more shown in these movies, because unfortunately those actors are, a lot of them are no longer with us, and can no longer, like, add supplemental scenes in future series like they have done in, like, Kenobi and stuff. Grew up with the prequels and will always have a soft spot for... Me too! I grew up on the prequels and I absolutely love them. Like, as a kid, those were some of my favorite movies of all time, and I will never, like, question my faith in that. Like, I genuinely think that they are incredibly good movies for what they are in their own right. There is just very clearly, like, as an adult, there are issues with it that, like, I'm always like, damn, I wish it did, like, this one thing that made it a little bit, you know, just adding that little extra bit. I do think there are parts of, like, Attack of the Clones that were unnecessary and you could have replaced with another more important thing and, like, different interactions and stuff. But, you know, it's just like it's not the end of the world. It's a movie. Never forget the opening scene to episode 3. I will never, ever get, like, for me, the Star Wars episode that I probably watched the most overall is Phantom Menace. Like, I am probably, like, the one person who likes that movie. And, like, honestly, like, seeing young Anakin and, like, his interactions with his mother, and, like, seeing him in, like, the pod racing scenes and all that, like, as a kid, those were always, like, the special moments. And, like, you know, seeing, like, all of that was so, like, it was so good. Also, the pod racing scenes are sick as hell, and I love it. And I hate Lego because there are no pod racing sets on shelves ever. It makes me upset. Duel of Fates is also one of my favorite pieces of film scoring. That extremely loud, correct buzzer. Duel of the Fates is so good. God, it's so freaking good. I think that's another major issue with, like, the Star Wars sequels. I could not name a single fucking, like, soundbite or, like, piece of music in those films. It's just, like, even if I don't know the name, I will always remember, like, the soundtrack of, like, Luke seeing, like, the twin sons of Tatooine. Like, the soundtrack behind that, or, like, the fucking soundtrack behind Anakin versus Obi-Wan. And it's just like, do I remember anything about, like, Rise of Skywalker, Last Jedi, any musical stings in that, any, like, tracks or anything? No. All I remember is, like, fucking MCU, like, whooshes and shit, like things that are supposed to make, like, you clip farm at a fucking theater. Like, that's what it's, like, genuinely those movies are scored like, and it's so upsetting. There's a reason why Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 is probably my favorite Star Wars game, and my favorite games in general, because they do exactly what we've been discussing. Hired a classical Shakespearean actress as a major character, and it completes the game despite being mostly unfinished. Hell yeah. Oh, you know what? Another reason why not a fan of the sequels. They don't have a big-ass fucking ship for you to like. You know, it's like, in the fucking prequels, you had shit like, you got the Acclamator, you got the Venator, and of course, in fucking the original trilogy, you had the Star Destroyer and the Executor. And, like, that is, or Executor, whichever way you want to pronounce it, because both make sense. Like, I can't remember one single big ship from the Star Wars sequels. There's no big fucking ships. Venators are my favorites out of all of them. Venators I love. I have a custom Venator Lego MIDI model next to me that I very much like. And like, I love the Venator because you can very clearly see like how that evolved into the Star Destroyer. It's literally like one step away. Though I guess technically the one step away between the in-between between the Venator the Republic Venator and the Imperial Star Destroyer is the fact that there were Imperial Venators. That was a thing. And they are cool. They just aren't as cool as the regular Venator because they're all gray. They don't have any of the red markings. It's a mass transport ship. They had to strap guns on. Yep. I also love, you've got, like, actually, thinking about the original trilogy had a bunch of these things. Like, you had, like, the Tantive, you had, like, all of the what's it called, the Mon Calamari ships. You had those weird fucking ones in the background that looked strange, and you're always like, damn, that looks so sick. The red makes it so much better. Yeah. Most ships in Star Wars are gray, so having color added to it really does help. I think, like, the one ship that makes a lot of sense to be in this, like, the gray state it is the fucking Millennium Falcon. Because, that is... Han has a fucking clapped-out Honda Civic that has been falling apart for the past several decades, and he's just making it work. The equipment literally tells the story of sagas by themselves. Yep. One of my internet rabbit holes that I went down for a while was there was a channel that I watched whose like entire thing was taking like Star Wars background vehicles, because obviously the way that they made all these Star Wars scenes in the original trilogy is they used models and toys and kit-bashed throw-togethers in order to create the look and like the scale of these armies. And because of that, there are some, like, X-Wings that are different, there are some TIE variants that are different, and what this dude would do is, like, he'd be like, alright, I see a very blurry image of this ship, I'm going to make a full fucking 3D model of it, and I'm going to create an entire story in-universe around this one ship, and its importance to the war effort. And that is so awesome! I actually love that so much. I should really look into those again, because those are awesome. Make the argument that the Falcon isn't a Honda Civic. It's a fucking rum runner stock car where the outside is in disrepair, but the inside is still tricked out. Fair point. And the funny thing is, like, one of the Lego sets that I am very upset that I did not get is the Solo Millennium Falcon, where you see that shit in, like, in pristine condition, like, white and blue, before Han was using it for all of his drug runs. And it's just like, god damn, Han, you drove the wheels off this bitch. It's more like... It was like a luxury car that was really... It's like one of the old, like, land boats from, like, the 70s that was, like, very clearly designed to be nice, but it's been being driven by a fucking drug dealer, so it's just, like, it's tricked out, but it's also in disrepair. You gotta remember that prior to episode 4, the main thing that man was doing was being... Yeah, he was a space drug runner. That is what he was. And we love that about him. That is our scruffy-looking nerf herder. I do think that the look on Harrison Ford's face when Carrie called him that was like an entirely like genuine reaction of like, what the fuck was just said to me? It probably doesn't help that apparently Carrie Fisher was drunk on that set the entire time. I miss Carrie Fisher. She was a national treasure. Probably transport guns too. Oh, for sure. It probably was. Ford hated every single one of George's scripts. Well, that's his fault. Next time, don't get attached to the largest, like, media franchise of all time. How about that, idiot? Get owned. Oh. My favorite thing is, like, Harrison Ford, every time he came back for a Star Wars movie, he was always just like, is this the one I die in? And by the time the sequels came around, he was like, please, just kill me. That's all I want. That's all I want in this world, is I want you to kill me. It's funny how much he didn't like Star Wars afterwards. It's probably because in the real world, Harrison Ford became a drunk who flew planes drunk, and he suddenly realized that, oh shit, I'm accidentally becoming that which I hate. That man crashed his... That man had a pilot's license, had being the key word, because he was drunk driving a plane and crashed into another plane. To be fair, that attitude is what made Han such a great character. Yes, absolutely. I just also think it is very funny that this man is like, he hates Han Solo, but he did the most Han Solo thing possible of drunk driving a plane. Good job, my friend. Alright. Oh, I have just received information about the Lego Dragon Ball sets releasing in 2027. There's a polybag that's unknown. That's great. Goku vs. Raditz. Awesome. Arrival on Namek. Cool. I'm guessing that would probably have fucking, Oh, is that, like, Goku's arrival on Namek? Because I would really prefer it to be, like, the real arrival on Namek with Gohan, Krillin, and Bulma. I think that would be more interesting. Z-Fighters versus Saiyans. Oh, so that's gonna be like Nappa and Vegeta versus Goku, Krillin, Yajirobe. They're not gonna make a Yajirobe. I already know. Frieza's spaceship. Ooh! I really hope that they make... I hope that they make a Frieza's spaceship that's like the size of a Millennium Falcon. Kame House. A buildable Vegeta. And sources report seeing minifigures including Goku, Frieza, Vegeta, and the entire Ginyu Force. Okay. You know what? Maybe we will get a Yajirobe, because... like... you know, if you're making the whole goddamn Ginyu Force, you can make Yajirobe. Yeah, I don't know how I don't know, like, really? You're doing a... like, I guess Kame House is, like, the most, like, iconic location from Dragon Ball, other than maybe, like, Korin's Tower? Oh, God. The two most common locations in Dragon Ball of Kame House and Korin's Tower, you have to choose between an old pervert and the most racist caricature imaginable. Oh, God. Time Chamber might be up there. Time Chamber is part of Korin's Tower. Oh my God! Them Blight hits still hit exactly like Blight always hit, even after 4.4. That hitbox sure be do hitting my box. Oh God. Lego, if any time was the appropriate time to do it, bring back the blue Popo. Bring him back. Make him blue. This should not have been a controversial decision. We did this with Jinx already. Just fucking change him to blue. At least make him purple like Jinx. They already made him blue! Commit to it! Make him blue! Four Kids does not do many things right. Making Popo blue is probably correct. I'll be honest. If people complain about accuracy of color in Dragon Ball, they are barking up the wrongest fucking tree possible. Like, please, for a moment, remind yourself that the deuteragonist of main Dragon Ball is fucking Bulma. And Bulma has had the wrong hair color for the past 40 years. And then, in order to compensate for her having the wrong hair color, they made future Trunks have a new, also wrong hair color to match. And also Vegeta was red. For some reason, they made him red. Toriyama really did not give a shit. No. There is an entire form in the Lord Slug movie that exists as an improperly colored Super Saiyan because it was being made before Toriyama had figured out how he wanted to do Super Saiyan. Like, you're looking for color consistency in Dragon Ball. It's like looking for color consistency in JoJo. Oh, this also allows me to bring up my favorite, fucked up joke that I have made recently, which is, the JoJo color changes are actually happening in real time in universe, and they're, the cause of an enemy stand user, and, of course, the color changing stand is Ariana Grande. I do feel a little bad for making that joke because, you know, even though that woman has, you know, mimicked the races of, like, almost every race on Earth, she is also very clearly having, like, a crisis right now, where, like, for some reason unknown to me, or you, or anyone else, like, her entire team and family is apparently just supporting her being, like, horrifically underweight. Like, dangerously so. To the point where, like, it is, like, genuinely, like, oh my god. You really got a feel for all of the former Nickelodeon actresses, because that industry has fucked them up and continues to fuck them up forever. Oh, shit. Oh, it's over here. Oh god, it's Ghostface. Fuck Ghostface. Well, shit. This is not ideal. I'll drop that behind us. I guess I'll just, like... Oh. Me and this Sable will be here, I suppose. Girl, come over here. Okay, we just need to run out. Sorry, rest of the team. Okay, that's all the steam I got in me for today, so, thank you all for joining us. Enjoyed talking with y'all. And I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye!